Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about everything you can do this weekend here in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. What to do, what there is available to do, all the different grindable challenges and things that you can be doing this weekend to progress through the NBA draft, but also just the other stuff you should probably be keeping in mind as well for this weekend's content. So before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. Obviously, this weekend is big in 2K because of this festival and all this type of stuff. And the NBA draft is next week. But I do want to say as well, I want this to be at the beginning of the video for people who aren't thinking about it. The NBA Finals Game 7 is on Sunday. I'm sure we all are aware of that, and I would think all of us are going to be watching, or most of us, in real life. But these Playoff Spotlight Sims will update Monday or Tuesday. And so make sure you have these completed on your account. Now, I don't have them completed on this account. I'm not going to complete them on this account, to be completely honest, because my point guards are kind of set. I have the best point guard in the game. No point guard they give us is going to be better than that. And I have Luka, who's awesome, obviously. But if the Pacers win, good chance we get an invincible Tyrese Halliburton. I would also say there's a very good chance we get an invincible Pascal Siakam. I will say that. He's been awesome too, and I wouldn't be surprised if he was the invincible that we got for free from the Pacers winning the finals. If the Thunder win Game 7, almost guaranteed an invincible Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who would be one of the very best point guards in the game. I think is what a lot of people are hoping for, my team wise. Either way, I would definitely make sure to be staying caught up on those challenges, because those are going to be something you're going to have all of them done. And you're going to want to have all of them done if it's a free invincible Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I'll just say that right now, because he's going to be one of the better point guards in all of my team, one of the best free cards in the game. A lot of people don't have elite level point guards as well. It's not as deep of an attainable position. And I would say, honestly, there are a lot of people who are going to want invincible Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. So with that being said, let's take a look at everything else there is to do. We'll start with challenges. I went over these yesterday in other videos, but one first thing I will say is this video is coming out like right about when King of the Court starts. You do, if you play 3 King of the Court games, get a free 100 overall event piece, no matter what, no matter how, if you win those games, lose those games, doesn't matter. As long as you play them and complete them, you will get you'll just get the one 100 overall event piece. I wish it was more than one, but it's just one. But also, depending on how you place in King of the Court, if you actually play King of the Court out, you can get, top 1% gets a GOAT piece, top 10% gets an invincible piece, top 50% gets 2 more 100 overall pieces. And if you win King of the Court, that you get 5 GOAT pieces. Like, that's kind of cold, honestly. That's a fourth of a keep for free right there. That's kind of cool. So that's like a really decent reward for the people who are the best of the best and have a real chance to do that. So that's neat. I will say that. And I do like that they've made the pieces more substantial that you get. It used to be 100 overall piece and then 200 overall pieces for top 10 and then 1 invincible piece, and they moved everything up kind of a tier, which is nice for the rewards for King of the Court this time with those win rewards. I do wish the actual player rewards themselves were better. Playing 4 hours of King of the Court, getting top 1% and getting a Dark Matter in June is pretty awful. So I do think they definitely did not succeed with elite rewards this year the way that they said they were going to, but oh well. Other challenges, of course, are your single player and multiplayer challenges. Score 50 points with an NBA draft #1 picks player. Same thing with 200 points and assists over multiple games and 50 rebounds and blocks over multiple games with those NBA draft #1 pick players, and then win 10 games in a row in single player using 3 or more NBA draft #1 pick players as well. So basically 10 offline games should get this done for you. You're gonna play like 1 domination game probably to get those 50 points, and then you can get the points and assists and rebounds and blocks, as well as 10 wins in a row over, I would just do 9 more triple threat offline games and breakout. 9 more rookie triple threat games. You should be able to complete all of those challenges very, very easily. So realistically, you're looking at about an hour to complete this challenge group would be my thought process. This other challenge group for multiplayer, 3 rebounds with NBA draft #1 picks players over multiple multiplayer games, 7 assists with NBA draft #1 picks players over multiple multiplayer games, and then 15 points with NBA draft #1 pick players over multiple multiplayer games. Win 3 multiplayer games in a row using 3 or more NBA draft #1 picks players as well. You complete all 4 of those challenges, you get a invincible piece as well as 4 dark matter pieces. So if you complete all the challenges here so far, and let's say you do okay in King of the Court and you get top 50%, you're looking at 3 100 overall pieces from King of the Court, plus 2 invincible pieces and 8 dark matter pieces. 8 dark matter pieces is equivalent to 2 more 100 overall pieces, if my math is correct. Let me go check that real quickly, but I think that's what, yeah, that is what it is. So basically you're getting 5 100 overall pieces and 2 invincible pieces. So nearly 3 GOAT pieces just from that for free. Sorry, nearly 2 GOAT pieces just from that for free. In addition to the locker code piece, in addition to the Triple Threat Park win streak piece that will be announced later on today, almost certainly, you're looking at basically 4 grindable GOAT pieces already from challenges, from the locker code, from the win streak, from King of the Court. And if you do well in King of the Court, it can even be more than that. That's not awful to start us off with. 4 GOAT pieces is, I mean, that's most of Allen Iverson. I don't think people really want to get him, but it's basically the ability to get everything else. I mean, 4 GOAT pieces is already 2,400 overall pieces, so if there's a single 100 overall you want, you can get them for free easily, and you can get everything else below for free as well. In fact, I will be doing these 10 boxes later on today because 2K added them back to the exchanges after they had taken them away initially, so I'll be doing those as well today. This pick Diamond Austin Carr is an awesome salary cap point guard as well. He's like a cool low overall card to get. And then obviously you have like the Dikembe Mutombo dynamic duo. You have Dark Matter Kenyon Martin, who's an absolute stud. I'll have a gameplay coming on him later today as well. And yeah, there's a lot of good about this festival, of course. We talked about it yesterday in videos. There is things to like. There are also things to dislike. Number one, guys like Ralph Sampson and Larry Johnson do not look like they're really going to be all that close to being attainable, and the top tier cards obviously are not, which is a shame. I will be interested to see if 2K drops more challenges as the week progresses, and especially around the draft, Wednesday and Thursday of next week. Are we going to see challenges added? Are we going to see more draft content, or are we just going to see the players that come out for the next promo and no more actual grindable content with the festival? I hope there's more grindable content with the festival because it could make those invincibles more reasonably potentially close to attainable. Because if they drop the ability to get a couple more GOAT pieces worth of players, all of a sudden it does get kind of close, you know what I mean? Because if you were to open a mobile exclusive Hall of Fame box, that gives you 3 more GOAT pieces, and that's 6 more pieces here. So if they were to make it to where you could get 7 or 8 in total GOAT pieces grindable over the next week, I don't think they're going to. But if they did, that would get you relatively close to Ralph Sampson, close enough to where I think some people would spend a little bit of money on a Hoff box, or maybe they'd open some super packs to get pieces, or whatever the case may be. And I personally will say, I'm not really sure that I would still recommend that, unless you think you can get him with just MT from the grindable stuff. That's the only way I would go for these cards. It's the only way that I got Bob Pettit on this account, because already a lot of the pieces were already, Scott had already gotten. So I opened 2.5 million MT to get the last chunk of pieces for Pettit, but it's going to cost millions of MT probably to get Sampson after all the grindable pieces. So just not very attainable there, which is a shame. Outside of that, you do also have just your regular challenges, your NBA draft #1 picks challenges. You complete all 7 of them, which is a triple double, 30 points, 10 assists, 20 assists, rebounds, and fast break points over multiple games, 23 pointers, blocks, and steals, 15 dunks over multiple triple threat games, 5 single player wins, and 3 multiplayer games played. You complete all 10 of those, or all 7 of those challenges, you can get a free 10 box as well. So that's pretty cool. Another way to get a free 10 box, you get 2 free 10 boxes this weekend, 1 from this and then 1 from the exchange as well. And I think that is everything new that 2K dropped this weekend. Again, I made a video on the locker code yesterday. If you haven't typed it in, it's right there, MT-NBA-Draft-Festival for a free GOAT piece. Make sure you type that in if you haven't already. And with that being said, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.